This isn't to say who is right or wrong in the egg debate and keeping chickens laying in the winter. I just wanted to share my experience. I have about 80 hens, maybe 70, somewhere around there. And I'm getting approximately 35 eggs a day right now, which is pretty good considering we're sitting at feels like minus 35 degrees out there. I just wanted to share what I do to keep my eggs coming all winter. I do not provide a heat source for my chickens. They are in a coop, basically a wire coop that is fully tarped with a bunch of roosting bars and nest boxes. And the doors open during the day and they free range. So to keep them producing eggs as much as possible, I basically give vitamins. It's a liquid vitamin supplement. I think it's A, C, and D. And they get that 2 or 3 times a week. If it's super cold out, like this week where it's minus 30 out, I will do it daily. And I produce my own mealworms and superworms. So I've been putting those in the freezer all summer and throughout the fall. And basically all winter, they've been getting at least a couple cups of mealworms in their feed. So they get the vitamins, they get the extra protein. What I find makes the biggest difference is upping their feed altogether. So typically a chicken needs about half a cup of feed per day to keep it healthy and producing. That's what I give that, or a little bit less in the summer because they free range and they eat a lot from the ground and they produce fantastic in the summer. Doing it a few winters now, I basically double that. So they get approximately a cup each per day. So they will get half in the morning, half a cup in the morning, and half a cup in the evening. It's probably about 80 to 85% layer feed, and I put about 10 to 15% whole corn, not cracked corn, whole corn. And that's basically to give them, I'm not going to say the word right, sustenance, something that sits in their crop a little bit longer and takes them a little bit longer to digest. So yes, it's a filler and it's not fantastic to give to your chicken, but definitely during the winter I found that it's helped keep them full, which keeps them warm. So they get the mealworms mixed in with their layer, and they get a bit of corn mixed in with their layer. And like I said, they get pretty well a cup of feed per day. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. That's it, and they get the light. So they do have an extra, I think, 3. The sun goes down here at about 5:30, 6 o'clock right now. And their coop light shuts off at about 10:30 p.m. And then it just, they have the light in the morning when the sun comes up at about 7:30. So I do keep their lights on, or they do get light 14 hours a day. So they get the lighting, they get the vitamins, they get the extra feed, they get the extra protein from the mealworm and the superworm that I produce, and they get a little bit of corn. That's basically it. Some people will want to argue and say, well, chickens need a break. Well, sorry, not on a farm. Not when it's their job. They live very good lives and they're quite spoiled, so they can give me an egg every day. That's okay. Yeah, so try it out for yourself. If you're happy with feeding 100 chicken all winter long with no eggs, that's okay with me. I'm not. I got 100 chicken. They eat a lot of feed, and I need their eggs. I need their eggs so I can buy their food. Anyways, hope y'all are keeping warm out there. It's absolutely freezing here. Until next time.